Hey everyone, welcome back to the Workplace and Apprenticeship 20 videos. In this video, we're going to look at Lesson 4 from Chapter 6, which is talking about personal loans, lines of credit, and overdrafts. Specifically in this video, we're actually going to look at payday loan stores and how much they actually charge you when you borrow some money. So you may have seen stores or websites where you can borrow money without having to go to a bank or financial institution. This type of short-term loan is sometimes called a payday loan because the term is usually only until your next payday. So payday loans usually charge high interest rates with interest compounded daily. So we're going to look at an example, which is number 1 from your notes, where we're going to find the daily interest rate and the annual interest rate at a specific payday loan store. So a payday loan store charged Matt $40 interest on a $350 loan. Matt paid back the total amount of $390 after 10 days. So part A is asking, what is the daily interest rate for the loan? And so one thing here to note that this one here says the daily interest rate. And so when we're talking about the daily interest rate and the time that we're given here is in days, we still will use our simple interest formula, but it's going to be a little bit different than what we've talked about. So with our interest rate formula, so it's I is equal to PRT, up until this point we've always worked with the rate and the term always being per annum or per year. This time when we're looking at the daily rate and the number of days, as long as we have the same units, we can use that for R and T. That way we don't have to go back and figure out the annual interest rate and then find it for the daily interest rate. That's a lot of unnecessary work. As long as we're already in the same units, this is totally fine. So let's first fill in the information that we know. So we know here that our total interest was $40. So your I value was 40. Your P, which is your principal, is how much you originally took out that loan for. So $350. And we know that it was paid back after 10 days. So your term here is 10 days. So once again, when we're going to find that R value, this will give us our daily interest rate because our term here is in days. So I'm going to fill in all my information to this formula. So we have 40 is equal to 350 times R times 10. And I'm first going to simplify for that right-hand side before we actually start solving for R. So I'm going to go 350 times 10, which is 3,500 times R. Then I want to get R by itself, so this 3,500 is multiplying with R, so I'm going to divide it. And what I should get here is 0.0114 is equal to R. So remember, up until we get to our final answer, we should always go to 4 decimals because this one here is not our final answer. So remember, your interest rate in your formula is going to be given into decimal form. So we want to turn this into a percent. So we're going to take that value and times it by 100. So then we find that our interest rate is 1.14%. So then we want to write a sentence because this is a word problem. So we can say the daily interest rate John is charged is 1.14%. So now we can move on to part B. So part B asks, what is the annual interest rate for this loan? So say John did not pay off this loan for a whole year. Let's find out how much this would actually cost him. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that daily rate and then we're going to times it by the number of days in a year, which is 365. So we'll take that 1.14% and times it by 365. And when we put that into our calculator, you will find that the annual interest rate is a whopping 416.1%. So the annual interest rate that John is charged is 416.1%. So sometimes when you're hearing those advertisements at those payday loan stores, you might think that you're getting one sweet deal. 1.14% is not that bad, but when you're looking at daily versus annual, that makes a big difference. So it's a little bit shocking to see that this 1.14% is actually 416.1% annually. So take it or not, but these payday loan stores can be quite expensive. But if you need the money, then I guess you need the money. Just let's hope that you can pay it back right away. So that is everything for this video. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to come see me in class or text me on Remind 101. Thank you guys so much for watching.